Good morning. Trying to just do chores today, but nothing can ever go properly for me. So far, everything's been good besides when I was cooking my eggs this morning, and I don't use a spatula. I just kind of flip them from within the pan. Threw that all over the cooktop, but fuck it, that wasn't a big deal. Done some laundry. Want to mow my grass, but every fucking time I try to mow my grass, there's always a different tire on this goddamn thing that's bad. Today it is this one, and the fucking valve stem is bad on that, so I'm probably going to spend the next hour fucking getting pissed trying to fix this, but after that I have to mow the grass. Hopefully it gets fucking cold enough at some point to freeze this fucking grass so I don't have to cut the shit anymore this year. I'm tired of it. I've cut this grass since the fuck was it, April, twice a week, and I'm done with it. I'm ready for fucking winter. I prefer the cold time of year. Nobody else goes out and does shit but me. I want to try to do a little bit of snowboarding this year, I think, but yeah. This is just fucking bullshit. Every time I try to do fucking anything to mow my grass, this has to happen. Plus, weather doesn't look like it's going to be too favorable, so I don't have too long to get this done, so let's get to it. Yeah, that bead's on there stronger than I thought, so I'm just gonna throw it on the tractor and drive around and see if I can pop it off, because if I don't pop it off, I ain't getting that new fucking stem in there, so try this out and hopefully this works. I'm giving up. I'm just gonna get too fucking frustrated and start breaking fucking everything. So I'm gonna go pay professionals to do this shit. So I guess I should go change because I look like asshole. But yeah, we'll go get people that know what the fuck they're doing to do this shit. I should have just fucking stayed in bed today. Tire's done, so that part's nice, but as I was getting into my car, the door decided to smash into the back of my fucking skull as I was sitting down. And it's raining now, so I'm gonna cut the grass in the fucking rain because the shit has to be fucking cut today. If I let it go till Friday, my next day off, it's gonna be too fucking long. And I might actually have to rake my grass, which I refuse to fucking do. So, yeah, let's see what else can go fucking wrong today for me. got everything fixed. Was able to actually mow the grass, even though it was wet as fuck out. I just don't want to do it Friday. For no real reason other than I don't want to do it Friday. But yeah, today is an incredibly lazy, boring day for me. Weather outside is shit. Would have went to the skate park, but it's been raining on and off all day, and it's like 55 degrees out, so not gonna do that today. I kind of like telling stories of crazy, weird paranormal experiences I've had in my life with everything here. So I think today I'm going to tell you the time my TV became possessed. Happened in the room I'm actually in right now. Was this when I moved back from Tennessee? Yes, when I first moved back from Tennessee, so it'd be about 3.5 years ago. I was asleep. I always sleep with the TV on, just so I fall asleep with it on so my brain shuts down. My brain is not a fan of not having sound or some form of stimulation going on at any given times. I start running all kinds of weird ass shit through my head. Yeah, I fell asleep like I always do with the TV on. What was it? It's about 2:30 in the morning. I remember waking up just to a god-awful racket coming from my TV. It was on static, and it just... But in a much more demonic, what people always imagine demons sound like screaming at me. And I remember I couldn't get the TV shut off. I unplugged it, it didn't shut off. Jamming that power button and it wouldn't shut off. So the only thing I could do, I just took pillows and I just shoved them around the speakers just to try to muffle the sound so I could go back to sleep. Normal time, like 9 o'clock in the morning rolls around, I actually woke up. I remembered having a weird dream, not thinking anything of it, and then I went over, and then, you know, sometimes when you wake up, the details of your dream start coming back to you more and more as you think about it, and that's kind of what was happening. Except when I actually fully woke up and I realized I didn't have any pillows around me or anything. Looked over at the TV and all my pillows were... This was an old CRTV, or cathode ray tube TV, the big boxy square ones, and its own enclosure. You could see where I'd shoved pillows in there as tight as I possibly could, trying to shut the sound off, and had the TV unplugged. And like I said, it was just really fucking weird, so... I am an atheist, but just on the off chance I was wrong, because, fuck it, I really don't know what's out there with things. It's another discussion I might have with you in a couple minutes, I don't know. But on the off chance my dad had holy water, he's Catholic, all that stuff. So we performed an exorcism on the TV, and I think a couple months later I got rid of the TV, but I never had that happen again. Weird shit's happened in this house where I'm at. People have whistled at me. One day I was the only person in the house and it sounded like a marching band was upstairs practicing. So I don't know if it just used that TV as a way to try to communicate with me, but it couldn't get its frequency right, so the only thing it could do was just scream at the fucking top of its lungs at me. But yeah, I'm just happy that's never happened again, because it's one of the few times something like that happened that I actually got scared from it. Not so much scared as it was like that holy shit, what the hell is this realization once I realized that it actually happened and it wasn't a dream. But I always want stuff like that to happen to me. I want to be able to prove that ghost stuff is real. And it's just, it never, like, on TV shows when you watch it, everybody always is, but why is the camera quality so shitty? Well, if they had a camera, why don't they use it? Every time this shit happens to me in my life, it's never when I have my good camera equipment around. And I don't know if that's just bad timing or it's me making shit up in my brain. I believe in ghosts. I think this house that I live in is haunted. The neighborhood that I live in right now, house across the street from me is the second oldest house in Fairfield County. This all used to be farmland owned by the person. Supposedly, it's one of the 3 places that the legend of Sleepy Hollow and the Headless Horseman comes from. It's one of those things you can't, going that far back, there's no real records for trying to prove any of that shit, but, you know what they say, there's been enough stuff that's happened in this house that I believe it's haunted. My family believes it haunted. People that have come over have had the same thing. They've had taps, touches, heard weird sounds and shit. But yeah, like I said, I just like telling my stories and getting them out on the internet. yeah, it feels good to share these things that have happened with me in my life. But yeah, story of the time my TV became possessed. Alright, I'm done with everything for the day. I'm not doing anything. Probably not even going to cook anything for dinner. Hopefully we get Mexican or Chinese. Yeah, I hated today. Way too boring. Wish I would have done something entertaining at all. But you have days like that. Just everything since about 10 o'clock last night's been going wrong. I was trying to make my bed, spilt tea all over my laptop. That's a part drying out right now. Hopefully that's gonna work. Gonna buy another one sometime soon. Just didn't want to have to do it next paycheck, but might have to. But yeah, like I said, I'm done with everything for today. I'm just gonna edit this up. But let's see. If a monkey comes at you with a knife in the streets of Bombay, hopefully nothing else goes wrong the rest of your day. This is Fat Guy signing out.